Ignorantia juris non excusat. This is a Latin maxim which means ignorance of the law excuses not. There's also another way to say it. Ignorantia juris neminem excusat. This means ignorance of the law excuses no one. This is a very common maxim among many jurisdictions of the world. In Nigeria, it is enshrined in Section 22 of the Criminal Code Act of Nigeria. For every society to thrive, there has to be order, as no society can thrive in chaos. And for that order to be maintained, laws have to be put in place. As you go through life, your daily life, your day-to-day activities, you may encounter certain situations or certain circumstances that may lead to the distortion of this order and balance in the society. And when that happens, the state will definitely rise to protect this order. And when the state rises, what it does is to draw the sword of justice, and the sword of justice will not spare anyone, even if you were ignorant of the law. You may ask why? Why do I get to be punished for something I didn't know? This is because the law is easily accessible. The law assumes that it is available for everyone in the society to access. So when you do not know these laws, when you are ignorant of the laws, it is not an excuse, because that is on you. If the laws are made easily accessible and you do not know it, then you cannot blame anybody for not knowing the law. That is one reason why ignorance of the law cannot be excused. It is also because if ignorance is excused, everyone would then tend to feign ignorance, like, oh, I didn't know this thing. And then what will happen in such a society where people get to do whatever they like, go against the law, and then come to tell you or come to tell the court, oh, I didn't know it, that's why I did it, and the court will say, oh, go, because that's an excuse. That is a society that will definitely fall into chaos, and that is what the law tries to prevent. So those are the major reasons why ignorance of the law cannot be excused. So now you know that ignorance of the law will not protect you against the wrath of the law. The best defense is to be informed. Talking about being informed, it is pertinent to note that the laws are made to protect and benefit individuals rather than to be a source of oppression to the people in the society. And it is only when you have knowledge of these laws that you will be able to protect yourself and use the laws for your benefit. Knowledge of the law can help you protect yourself. Did you know that? For instance, in as much as ignorance of the law is not an excuse, in Nigeria it could be an excuse. Let me explain. Section 22 of the Criminal Code Act that provided for that maxim, ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Okay, here goes the complete provision. Ignorance of the law does not afford any excuse for any act or omission which could otherwise constitute an offense. That's not all. Now there's a proviso. Unless the knowledge of the law by the offender, did you hear that? Unless the knowledge of the law by the offender is expressly declared to be an element of the offense. So that is a complete provision. What does this even mean? This means that where there's a law that provides for an offense, for instance, if the law says taking this pen could be an offense, or taking this pen is an offense, that same law could also provide that if the person who took this pen was unaware that taking this pen is an offense, then the person is free to go. That is where the law had provided that ignorance of that law, is an excuse. So, but how would you know when to use the law as an excuse for your ignorance if you're not knowledgeable or if you do not have any knowledge of these laws. That is why we're here. So now you know that knowledge of the law is not only important but necessary as a citizen. Join us in this channel. Let us learn the law together as we break down the complexities of law and also show you ways you can apply these laws in your day-to-day life in ways that can help you save your time, save your money, and even save you from bondage. I mean, it can afford you freedom. This knowledge can afford you freedom from you know who. Anyway, thank you so much for coming this far with me. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to share and drop your comments. Let's get to know each other as we continue this journey of learning law together. Welcome to the channel where we get to learn law together. See you in the next video. Bye.